Well, we talked about three ways that we can encourage each other on Sunday: comforting people in loss, recognizing the good, and strengthening each other. I hope you already had the opportunity to reach out to people in your life this week, because encouragement is on such short supply these days, and yet it is such a gift that we offer one another. Another way we can encourage each other doesn't involve many words at all. It's actually quite the opposite. We can encourage someone by listening and seeking to understand them. By hearing their story, by paying attention to what they're dealing with or going through in that moment. Maybe it's even celebrating a win with them in their life. Jesus was an expert listener. He engaged with people by paying attention, digging a little bit deeper, finding out what was going on even beyond their words. And on one such occasion, someone had approached Jesus telling him that his daughter had died, and could Jesus help by resurrecting her? Huge miracle. So Jesus and his disciples immediately were on their way to this girl. This is a really big deal in their lives, right? Well, on his way, something happened, and Matthew records it in Matthew 9:20 through 22. He says, "Just then, a woman who had suffered for 12 years with a constant bleeding came up behind him. She touched the fringe of his robe, for she thought, 'If I could just touch his robe, I'll be healed.' Well, Jesus turned around, and when he saw her, he said, 'Daughter, be encouraged. Your faith has made you well.' And the woman was healed at that moment." Now, you would have thought that in the rush to help somebody in an emergency situation, Jesus wouldn't have noticed somebody touching the hem of his robe. And if he did, you would think he would simply ignore it, moving on to more pressing matters. But Jesus noticed. He turned around. He saw her. He understood her desperation because he took a moment to see her and understand her. Now, we may not have the ability in a moment to heal somebody who's been chronically ill for 12 years, but the key here is that encouragement works best in proximity, doesn't it? Somebody once said that you can impress somebody from a distance, but you can only impact them up close. Now, sometimes what keeps us from encouraging each other is wondering if we can find the right words to say. But I wonder if the better we listen, the more God can speak through us.